There is also, like, I guess on the father side, there is apparently a secret desire to always sabotage the son, like, so he's never as great as you. There is that side of it too, and that's the fear the father has that the son is going to fuck the mother, I guess. So there's that side of it.
Yeah, maybe.
My man, continue.
Yes, yeah. So obviously, what we just interjected there, but Jung can explain things far better. So we talked about the veiled one. If one includes in the psychological equation X's picture of his father, which he takes for the real father, the equation will not work out because the unknown quantity he has introduced does not tally with reality. X has overlooked the fact that his idea of a person consists, in the first place, of the possibly very incomplete picture he has received from the real person. Obviously, you've got your persona; you don't see the whole real person. And in the second place, of the subjective modifications he has imposed upon this picture. X's idea of his father is a complex quantity for which the real father is only in part responsible, an indefinitely larger share falling to the son. So true is this that every time he criticizes or praises his father, he is unconsciously hitting back at himself, thereby bringing about those psychic consequences that overtake people who habitually disparage or overpraise themselves. However, X carefully compares his reactions with reality, he stands a chance of noticing that he has miscalculated somewhere by not realizing long ago from his father's behavior that the picture he has of him is a false one.
Ooh.
But as a rule, X is conceived that he is right, and if anybody is wrong, it must be the other fellow. Should X have a poorly developed eros, he will be either indifferent to the inadequate relationship he has with his father, or else annoyed by the inconsistency and general incomprehensibility of a father whose behavior never really corresponds to the picture X has of him. Therefore, X thinks he has every right to feel hurt, misunderstood, and even betrayed.
That's so fucking crazy. And like, so you've got this as I read this, you've got this situation where you've got this, like, the lad dad. That's the dad who likes drinking, the dad who, like, once wore a sock with a hole in it for like 2 weeks straight, had dirty underpants, like that type of dad. He's like the lad dad. And then you've got you, and you're trying to project onto him this noble idea that he's descended from Hercules, and you want him to be that, or else you're really disappointed in him. You're disappointed in yourself, and so you project, because he's your lineage, you project onto him the idea that, oh, he's just like an ultimate beta male that's dragging me down. It's like this self-hate thing. And as Jung is saying, these two projections are actually reflections back in your own inner hate for yourself, or love for yourself, or desire to be great. It's all a projection, and these become a shield that you never really see dad himself, who's like just a boyo who wants to go to the gym and, like, lift weights with you and all that. And so you get caught by this shield. And I think what Jung is trying to say is that this shield is constructed by what he call a weaving force, a masculine force, even a feminine force. Sorry, yeah, it's constructed by a feminine force called the anima. It is an unconscious force that is your emotions inside you, your eros, are like literally extend out into the world and paint your world. So if your emotions, if your eros, if your anima, if your feminine side has self-doubt, if you have vulnerability, if you're insecure about yourself, you won't see your father. You will see the projection, the anima projection. Really complicated idea, but that's what he's getting at when he says the idea that the anima is a projection creating tool. It's the maya, it's the weaving tool that blocks the Buddhist meditator from accessing the true father, which is God or nirvana or whatnot. And so there is this really important concept he's trying to draw here, is that this projecting factor, that even the actual projections themselves are the shadow in many ways, but the projecting making factor is the feeling inside you. It's the anima. It's that type of soul. And unbelievably deep when you dig into that. Like, that is a monstrous idea. That is an idea that everybody should take with like such deep seriousness. The idea that your emotions, your anima, your feminine side can cause you to project bullshit out onto the world. And the way that you can actually see the world for what it is to go into your feelings, as gay as it sounds, and actually deal with them properly, is incomprehensibly powerful. And that's how you source your true courage and your true virtues and whatnot. Unbelievable.